Hey guys, what up? It's your girl Kabachibot, aka Chelsea, and I'm here bringing you another informative video. I'm going to be discussing what to pack for Korea. One of my subscribers, Bria, my girl Bria, she just accepted a teaching position here in South Korea and she will be moving here quite soon, so I thought what better video to film next than a what to pack for Korea. I'm about to give you guys my personal packing list of things that I suggest and recommend that you come here with, as well as those things that you should probably leave at home because it'll weigh you down, or you can find it here already. Let's get into the video. So, these are the top main things you guys should bring with you when you're packing to come here. And this is general when you're traveling overseas, abroad, anywhere, really. Always make sure you have all of your electronics prepped and ready to go. So computers, laptops, tablets, cell phones. Anything that you basically have connected to your life electronically, bring that with you, as well as all of their chargers. And next, you're going to want to make sure you bring converters, or at least buy, I would say, 2 converters with you. You can also buy them once you get here or in the airport, but you know, it might be more expensive at the airport gift shops or the airport shoplets and what. So you can always just stop by your Walmart, your Target or whatever, or your Best Buy, pick up 1 or 2 of them. A lot of them have the universal ones now where you can like use it in multiple countries. You can get like 1 of those and then 1 specific one for the country you're going to be moving to, or coming here. If you're coming here to Korea, coming here to teach, then you get 1 for Korea. And I recommend that because once you get here, you might want to travel abroad from, you know, around. So it'll be useful for you to also have a universal converter that you can use in different countries, you know, if you want to take vacation or take holiday and go somewhere while you're living here. And stemming off of that, what you're going to want to bring with you also is a extension cord, or like one of those power outlet extenders that have all the multiple like little plugs that you can plug your products and your electronics in or whatever. Get 1 of those because those are really helpful, because you're gonna have your Western, you know, plug and only like 2 converters. But what you can do is use that 1 converter, plug the power cord extension thing into it, and then you have, boom, like 5 extra or 10 extra, you know, like power outlets that's already specified for your regional, you know, products. And then it alleviates you having to go out buying more converters, and it gives you more option of like spacing, because usually once you move into your apartment here in Korea, like you're gonna have like maybe 1 or 2 plugs in convenient areas and the rest aren't gonna be in convenient areas. So that will definitely come in handy, as well as I've seen like the ones that have also the USB plugs like built into them now. Like nowadays they have like USB plugs, so you can charge your phone while you know, straighten your hair and everything, all in the same, you know, little plug outlet. So next, you want to also have your important documents. Now this is a no-brainer, right? You know, you want to make sure you have your passport, your visa, that should be inside of your passport if you're coming here to work. Also your I say bring copies. It can never hurt for you guys to bring extra copies of your documents. Basically everything that your recruiter or whatever agency or whomever you went through in order to get your job here, make sure you make extra copies of whatever they asked you to send them. So like your apostille documents, maybe a copy of your federal background check, because there has been instances where things got mixed up in translation or like the shufflement of paperwork here, and I've heard of some teachers saying that they had to like rush and have another one like mailed here quickly because their program or their school needed it on file for when they were applying for their ARC card, their alien registration card that you need here as a foreigner immigrant working and living here in Korea. So anyway, always just be prepared. You know, dot your I's, cross your T's, bring extra copies of all. Yeah, you can take pictures of them on your phone, have them on your phone for reference, scan and upload them to your computer, tangible physical copies. I had a little binder with like the little clear sheets in it that I put all my documents in, very organized, very, you know, just like quick, easy access if I needed to reference here for my employer, etc., etc. The last main thing that you need are your prescriptions. If you have prescriptions that you rely on, or even non-prescriptions really, because I know here in Korea they get a little fickle. It's weird. They get a little fickle even with like just minor stuff. So if you have allergies and you just need to get some allergy medicine from the clinic, like you can't just walk up and they'll be like, give me some Allegra. They'll be like, okay, where's your prescription? And you're like, I need a prescription for some allergy medicine. But yeah, they require that. So, you know, just bring either the boxes of things that you use, because the doctors in there will be able to read the products and the medicine that goes in it, and they'll be able to match it or give you something similar. And also, for my ladies out there, I will say this, and this is something that I wish I would have known before I moved here: birth control. I would say, like, unless you're on something like real specific with birth control, like if you got them like, I don't know what they call, but if it's anything other than the pill, because that's all I know is the pill. If it's anything other than the pill, I can't really speak on it. But if you're just on the regular pill, Korea has like literally cheapest birth control pills. Like you can go up into any yak. Yak is a Korean word for pharmacy, and you can ask them for birth control. You can show them a picture of your birth control that you've been using. Maybe you have a certain like hormonal dosage that your OBGYN prescribed for you, and maybe they can match that for you. But if not, if you're pretty regular, normal, then they have plenty of birth controls like already in stock there. And I don't know why, but for me, like back in the States in America, my birth control was so expensive. It was like almost like $40. And then I had to keep getting like a prescription, to keep going back and getting it refilled and everything like that for each month. But here in Korea, you could just go over there and be like, give me 10. And you good for almost the whole year or whatever you need, So it was a lot more convenient here dealing with like that aspect of things for us ladies. So I was actually quite surprised with that, because I didn't expect the Koreans to be so like forward in that regard. Ladies, considering that we're on the topic of ladies specifically, tampons. Yes, tampons here still are kind of non-existent. I haven't come across any that I've seen. Maybe, wait, I take that back. Maybe I was in like a little like convenience store somewhere, and I thought I saw like a little box of them like jankety jank cardboard ones, like the cardboard applicators, like the ones that no one like likes and no one buys because they're horrid. Yeah, I saw those, and it was like astronomically priced, almost 16,000 won, which is like what, $15 for a little tiny box that's like travel size. No. What you gonna want to do is you gonna want to stock up on them bad boys if you're the person that relies or uses tampons a lot. And I will say though, the pads and liners here are hella cheap. They have so many different brands here. The Korean women love their pads and panty liners, but it's quite taboo to talk about tampons. And I don't know why, I saw like one commercial on the internet when I was watching like videos on YouTube. And you know how like in the country you live in, they play like commercials in that like for that country or whatever. So it was a Korean commercial, and the girl's like an athlete or whatever, and she was advertising like the Playtex Play Sport tampons, but she was a Korean actress doing the commercial. So I'm like, ooh, so they selling like the Playtex Sport tampons now. Can't find them jokers nowhere. I'm like, why they even air the commercial if they know full well they ain't gonna supply them in the stores or in the, like the supermarket area where you go to get like the personal toiletries and stuff like that. Like you can never find them anyway. But I don't know, maybe in some very specific areas here in Seoul they sell them, but for the most part, ladies, you're gonna want to stock up. And I'd say like get a giant box, like go to Sam's Club, go to Costco or wherever, get a giant box, and then get one of them gallon bags, like the Ziploc bags, and take all of your tampons out of the cardboard box and then just like file them up into that, because that way it saves space. You don't have to worry about like putting like boxes in your suitcase, and then like you good to go. All right. For personal toiletries, deodorant has gotten so much better here. Like they used to say that you couldn't find deodorant here in Korea, and maybe that once upon a time used to be true, but nowadays you can. You can find both variants. You can find the stick deodorant and the spray deodorant, but they don't have a wide selection of brands. So maybe if you are a sensitive person, if you have like a prescribed like type of deodorant because you have like lots of like you sweat often, you perspire often or something like that, then bring those with you. Stock up on those. Anything that's very specific and custom to you that would be a hell of a headache and pain to find here, just bring it with you. Don't assume just bring it, because it's always best to have at least 2 months supply of something, and then, you know, work on trying to find a way of refilling it once you're here, but at least you already have some, as opposed to being here not having any with you because you thought you'd be able to find what you needed here and you can't, okay? But yeah, I've seen the Nivea, I believe it's that brand Nivea, as well as Dove brand deodorant sprays, as well as like the sticks. They are still pricey though, I will put that out there. They do get a little expensive, and it's like the little tiny ones, so they're not like, you know, larger size things, but still it's available, so hey, at least they have it now. And then toothpaste. Some people complain about the toothpaste here because they think it's either too sweet or it's weird flavors. Yeah, that's true. It's Korea. Korea gonna come out with some weird ass, excuse me y'all. They gonna come out with some weird flavors on anything. I bought green tea milk one day when I thought it was a regular little carton of white milk, but it was green tea flavor because they were celebrating Green Tea Day or something like that. So I was highly depressed because all I wanted was some milk from my cereal, and this stuff come out tasting like green tea. But anywho, that's a different story. But yes, toothpaste is pretty normal to me because I can find like the minty ones. I can find like the, what is it, like the Arm & Hammer, like baking soda type toothpaste to really get that deep clean. They have like fluoride treatment toothpaste. So you can still, I don't think they have Colgate brand here. I haven't seen Colgate, but they do have like compatible toothpaste. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta like look for it and then go to an E-Mart, go to a larger store or something. Like, don't just run up into your local 7-Eleven or your local GS25, which is like the corner convenience stores, trying to look for toothpaste, because then, yeah, you're going to be limited to like smaller variations, and it might be like crazy Korean flavors or something that they like. For all of my ethnic sisters out there, and you know what I'm getting ready to get into, right? Hair, okay? So, the hair situation. I'm actually going to film a different video on this, speaking more specifically about like hair and how I get by with like my hair here. I mean, it's not like it's crazy or anything like that, but yes, I actually brought over a large bottle or jar of the Eco Styler Gel, Argan Eco Styler Gel, you know, because your girl just could not leave that at home. Like, I sacrificed suitcase space for that bad boy. And just because I didn't know if I was going to be able to find it, I also have a Moroccan oil. But they have Moroccan oil like products and stuff like here. They have argan oil. You can find it in any Olive Young store. Once you guys get here, if you already live here and you're wondering about it, Olive Young has a lot of the like different oils and like keratin type, like, you know, like oils and stuff like that. But for all of my ethnic sisters, if you have a specific hair care product line that you are committed to and faithful to, like Shea Moisture, or God, a lot of the brands escape me, but you know, like any of the ethnic brand products, bring at least a month's worth of that over with you to get you started, because I will say that they do have a website here called iHerb. iHerb. Is it herb or herb? iHerb. And I'm an English teacher. Anyway, they have a website called iHerb, and it's a good site for you to get like anything skin, hair, body related. You can order the brands that you might not necessarily find easily in the stores here offline, and then you can get it shipped to your apartment or wherever. Like I said earlier, you can find some things in the Olive Young stores, which is like a cosmetic, you know, convenience store here in Korea. You see them everywhere. They throw a rock and hit one, I guarantee you. But the pricing in there can be a little bit iffy, because sometimes if they consider it like too exotic of a product, or maybe it's something that like doesn't fly off the shelves as quickly, then it's kind of more pricey and a lot more expensive, okay? Bras. Alright, so the ladies here, for all of my well-endowed sisters, I envy you. If you have boob size that's larger than a C cup, then you're going to want to stock up on all your favorite bras, go out, buy some extras, and, you know, make sure you have all your favorites, because here they cater to the petites. They cater to the Asian size petites, you know, so it's even tinier than me. And Yeah, I've seen like some shops up in near Itaewon, near where more like of the communities of foreigners live, so they cater more towards like diversity and everything. And they have some like not full on lingerie stores, but like little like back alley like underwear shops. I guess that sounds so sketchy. Back alley underwear shops, but they have some places that you can find if you look hard enough and you search for that have like bigger size bras and bloomers or whatever that you need. But like I say, best to come prepared already so you don't have to worry about fishing and hunting for what you need here, and it'll save you time. Also, comfortable jeans. Now I say this as because I'm not like super tall, but I'm tall. I'm taller compared to the Koreans here, obviously. So finding jeans just at any of their boutiques or any of their regular clothing stores aren't gonna fit me right. They're gonna ride too low, or the length of them isn't gonna hit right. And I like to be comfortable when I wear my pants. I like to be stylish. So what I did was I packed a really good amount of pants, variety of pants with me when I came here, because I knew that I would not want to have to deal with the headache of finding pants that fit me right off the bat. Now, of course, they do have areas like up in Hongdae, up near Myeongdong, which is a lot of the touristy, like foreigners come in there to shop and everything like that. You'll find H&M, you'll find Zara, you'll find Bershka store, and you can get Western size clothes there, as well as in Itaewon. There's custom like shops that they'll even like custom fit you for a pair of pants if you are a very large person, very tall person, or wherever your sizing may be. So you do have options. You just gotta look for it. And like I said, I give these tips to already that people are going out, as well as if you have a casual day at work, you can wear them to work. Bring both casual and comfy and dressy jeans and pants, okay? Consider makeup that might not be in your shade or color. So obviously for us ethnic sisters with the melanin, blessed with melanin, we aren't gonna have options here. Okay, the Koreans love a fair skinnedness. And that's them, that's their culture here. But good luck finding anything that's darker than this. Okay, so you could bring your own concealer, your own foundation, your own bronzer if you're into bronzer, because here in Korea, like, they don't touch bronzer, because anything that can give you like a tannish effect or look, they stay away from it, but for the most part. But yeah, bring all that with you. I would say bring like 2 bottles of it, like foundation or whatever. I don't know, unless you go through foundation a lot because you wear it every day or something. I don't wear that stuff every day. I barely wear it on special occasions anyway, but I only brought like 1 or 2 bottles, and I know that's gonna last me into next year, you guys. I haven't even touched much of the first bottle already, but yeah, just bring those items, because everything else you literally will be there will be an overabundance of here. Eyeshadows, lipsticks, nail polishes, beauty appliances, and then some, because Korea on some next level stuff when it comes to their makeup here, right? They love their makeup. They love innovating when it comes to like makeup products and beauty products. So anything else that's non-color complexion related, you will find it here. All right, so don't worry about that. And leave it at home. Leave that giant makeup bag, the whole MAC store. Don't try and bring the whole MAC store here with you. You'll find MAC stores here. You'll find Bobbi Brown's. You'll find anything that mainstream that you shop and buy back in the States at a lot of these malls, shopping malls, and large department stores here. Favorite drugs. Yay, drugs. Let me stop sounding so excited about drugs. That makes me seem like a crackhead. Anyway, so drugs as in over-the-counter type stuff. So any brands that you're used to back home, so Advil, or like I said earlier, allergy medicines. You might want to bring that, or bring an empty box of it, so you can try and like match it when you get here to Korea, or already have some stocked up for you for the year. Because I know Advil, you can just get like a giant one, like they have like 300 in there for like the whole year. You can get it from Sam's Club. And any brands that you have that you like to stick with, bring that, because Korea here is very unique, and they have like the simple stuff, you know, that you would think, like I said earlier, the allergy medicines that are kind of a little bit more cumbersome to come by because you have to go and get a prescription first in order to go and get it. And trust me, you will need that allergy medicine come springtime when that yellow dust hits and you just outside walking and then be like, and it's like your eyes, your nose, like everything just hitting you from every which way. It's just an allergy. At least that's what happened to me. And I was like, I'm about to get on this face mask thing with the Koreans right now. Now I understand why these jokers be walking around with face masks on like it's part of their skin. Alright, because I was doing the same thing. I was showing up on the bus with my face mask. I was at work with my face mask on. I didn't even want to take it off when I got in the building because I'm like, I don't trust the air. I don't trust the air. I became paranoid real quick, you guys. Things to consider leaving behind, right? Cooking supplies. Cooking supplies and baking goods, right? Chances are you will not end up in an apartment that has a stove like that we are used to out west, like an actual conventional oven. Because Koreans, 99.9% of their food is cooked stovetop or in a skillet or a grill or something of the sort. And they do not really use ovens to bake anything. You know, like of course there's bakeries, but in a traditional Korean home and a lot of these apartments, there aren't ovens unless you got money and you can afford a really nice high-end apartment or penthouse or whatever that has everything stocked to the nine. But yes, you can leave your, you know, I don't know, anything baking related unless it's like seasonings. Because I would say like special seasonings like turmeric, cumin, anything exotic like Mexican spices that you might be, you know, used to cooking with in your own home that you are, you know, used to eating in your own food. Of course, bring those with you because that will be really good for you to when you're making sauces or making stovetop dishes for yourself. But heels. So again, back to my ladies. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did bring heels with me when I came here, and that's only because I already have been to Korea and I know what the challenges are when it comes to walking around in heels here. And I was up for the challenge again because, you know, your girl likes to look good. And I couldn't resist bringing my heels, or at least some of them, because I bought more once I've been living, of course, since I've been living here. But for my average girl that doesn't really care too much about looking really cutesy all the time or like wearing heels even, if you're not that type, don't bother with it. Bring maybe one pair for like functions at your school or at your job or work, and that's like, you know, a black pump or like, you know, like a black, like, you know, point toe with like a lower heel because it's more stable for you. Because trust me, these sidewalks, these walkways here in Korea will have your ankles screaming bloody murder. And they will have you jacked up, okay? They will have you jacked up. And I've been in regular sneakers. I've been in flats. I've been in my like Nike slide-in athletic shoes, walking around, and I've tripped. It just seems like the sidewalk jumps up and grabs you by the ankle and like holds you back. I feel like it's like literally pulling me back sometimes because it's just random how like these sidewalks be jacking you up. But yeah, don't bring heels. Don't try and rely on like walking around in heels all the time. You'll see the Korean women here trying that, and like bless their hearts, like they're so cute. All right, they're so cute with it. Like they suffer through the pain. They really do because they're dedicated to that life. You know, more power to them. But I know I'd be about ready to just like I'd be angry because I mean like walking just like more than 2 hours in heels around here be getting me about ready to like light into someone because I just be angry. So anyway, don't bring heels. Don't pack a whole bunch of heels in your suitcase. You can save that space. And if you really love heels, wait till you get here because during the spring and summer season, they have such wonderful heels. They have their type heels that are like, they have the chunky versions, of course, where it's more stable. And I don't know, it's like the material in them is more shock absorbent. So like I said, they design their shoes because they know how their sidewalks are here. So it's a lot more efficient to like buy heels here if you know you can fit into their sizes. And their shoe sizes go up to a size 8.5, in some places 9 now, so you might be able to find your shoe size, of course. Snacks. So some things offered here now, such as Oreos, Kit Kats, I've come across in like the stores. Also in E-Mart I found in their like snack aisle, kind of like the Whole Foods type section of like organic like tortilla chips, where you see like the black bean type of like tortilla chips that's all black, or you'll see like the guacamole chip flavored chips that are like all green. So I was like very impressed by that, and it was like sea salted, and I was like, ooh, cool. Brings back memories of Whole Foods. But it was an arm and a leg. It was like almost $10 for one little bag. And I was like, no. Okay, yes, because I really wanted some. And then like right next to it, they had the Tostitos salsa. And I was like, oh snap, Tostitos salsa. So I had to buy that even though it was like $8. But yeah, they have more snacks now that I've seen and found that, you know, you would think you wouldn't be able to find over here. But it is still very hard to find my salt and vinegar chips. Salt and vinegar chips is life, you guys. Like, I just love salt and vinegar chips. That is like my end all be all when it comes to chip flavors. Yum. But they do have like other country type snacks that are popular. So like Australia's Tim Tams or Tim Toms, Timothy Tams, whatever the hell they call them Tim Tams. You see them in the stores here now. Like I guess Koreans think it's like a trend thing, and they're like, oh, it's cool. You know, it's Australian snacks. We're gonna like stock them in our stores and look cool when we snack on them. No, I'm joking. But yeah, and also their version of our brand chips and snacks when you do find them. So say for instance Doritos. Okay, you see a bag of Doritos, you like, oh, Doritos, and you go and you buy some, and you like get ready to eat them, and then you be like, something is off with this, and then you look at the bag and you realize this saying like teriyaki samgyeopsal with a side of garlic. You be like, this is a full meal. What? In a chip flavor? Yes, they get extra with their chip flavors here. Ain't no such thing as just the basic, you know, fire cheddar flavored Dorito or Cool Ranch. They have them, but they always have them combined with other flavors mixed in the same bag. So you be trying to like pick through the ugly flavors, God, the nasty, disgusting flavors to get to your regular cheddar, your regular Cool Ranch, the stuff you're familiar with. Same thing with Cheetos. They Cheetos here extra sweet. I'm talking about like, it's like powdered sugar that's colored orange, okay? And that's nasty. It's very disgusting because you can get that Cheeto and you be like thinking in your head like, it's gonna hit you with that artificial cheese taste that you're used to in America. And then you taste it and it's like pleasantly sweet or unpleasantly sweet if you don't like sweet things. So yeah, those are some concerns of mine that I have with Korea. Other than that, explore, try their version snacks. There's also many things here that they have that are quite awesome and wonderful, and that's the whole point of you moving to a different country, is for you to broaden your horizons, try new things, right? Which season you'll be moving here in or during. For that season, you're going to want to pack appropriately clothing that will keep you either warm or cool. And of course, for me, I moved here during the winter time, the winter season, so I had in mind mostly attire that would have been befitting for their cold winter. Now, I have an affinity for boots, rider boots, you know, hunter boots, boots like Uggs. I love all my boots. They take up a hell of a lot of space in suitcases when you're trying to pack to move someplace, but you know what, I'm not gonna leave them behind. And when I moved here during winter time, I was like, I gotta have all of them, because you know what, like my Uggs are gonna keep me warm, my hunter boots are gonna look super cute with leggings once it starts transitioning out of winter into, you know, like springtime or whatever. I had to bring all of them. And I would suggest you do, you know, make this necessary sacrifice and bring your boots, because if you have a large shoe size, like I said earlier, it might be more difficult for you to find that size here in boots once they have like their boot season when it turns cold and they have winter stuff out. So it's best for you to already have your reliable pair of winter boots. Legit, go out and buy a pair of winter boots. Like, I know I just said Uggs and stuff like that because I'm like being all dainty and cute, but I also bought like a legit pair of winter boots. Like, you go to the North Face store and you get a legit pair of winter boots like you're about to go skiing or something like that. Get that, because here in Korea, they don't play when it comes to winter. The winter here is hella cold, and yeah, I don't like, I do not like winter here. I don't like it. But do bring boots. Do bring at least one winter coat with you already. So if you're moving here during winter season, what I did was I layered up. Alright, so I took my two most fluffiest sweaters that I knew would have took up a lot of room in my suitcase, and I layered it up, and I was wearing it with me on the plane with my winter coat over it, okay? I had on like tube socks underneath my pants and like my boots on. So I made sure I had as much stuff on already coming. My gloves, my hat, my beanie, and my scarf, okay? I wasn't playing. But in my suitcase, I also had extra, like I said, thicker pairs of pants for winter. Also, like, I have these type of like insulated socks, which is supposed to be like even more warmer than your average sock because it's woven with some sort of like I don't know, heat insulating metallic like fabric thing or whatever. I don't know. I bought them from the As Seen on TV store. But they work though, and it kept my feet warm here during winter time because I do get cold easily and my feet freeze really quickly. But know yourself, know what you deem is most important for you to bring. I will say that you will be able to find relatively affordable coats, winter coats here, unless you are into designer and name brand. You want to go all out and buy a really expensive coat, then sure, go for it. You will be able to find plenty of scarves, gloves, beanies, hats, berets, socks galore. Trust me, Korean love they socks, okay? You'll be able to find all that here. Hand warmers. Hand warmers are given out like spare change, okay? It's hand warmers come in handy. They even have the giant ones that you put in your back pants pockets to heat your booty while you're sitting on the bus or the subway or wherever. And then also, it saves space with you not having to pack all of those extra coats and things like that, because again, when you're packing for winter season, it's easy to fill up your suitcase space a lot quickly than it is for summertime. Alright, now of course if you're moving here during summer, spring, or even fall, I would just recommend you matching like your attire for layering up. So bring lots of like articles of clothing that it'll be easy for you to layer, and then that is also transitional into different seasons. So between spring and fall, you can pretty much wear the same thing. It's just like, whether or not you have a scarf on with it and like thicker like insulated leggings. Of course, during summertime it's easier to pack because here in Korea clothes are really, really inexpensive in a lot of their like touristy areas. Near the universities, you can find cheap clothing that the kids like. It's really trendy. And you'll be able to like fill up your wardrobe really quick. So I don't recommend you wasting a lot of space and bringing your whole wardrobe necessarily with you unless you are a bigger size person or you're taller and you have like clothes that are custom for you, or you know that you won't be able to find here in your size. I wanted to mention too is bathing suits. Now I've heard of some people bringing like a shit ton of bathing suits and then not even like touching it for like 9 months of them being here, living here in Korea. Well, I think that's because if you live in more inland, so for those of us who live in Seoul, of course we're not anywhere near beach, unless you go to like any of the public pools, which are few and far in between, then you really wouldn't have most likely won't have a need for bathing suits or bikinis. But I will say, pack them. Pack at least 2 and bring them because, you're going to want to travel, you're going to want to explore. There's so many different excursions that you can go on to like the East Coast, Busan, Hyundai Beach, Jeju-do Island, have lovely beaches, and you're going to want to use your own bathing suit because the bathing suit styles here in Korea, you can find some that are like kind of normal to like Western standards, but mostly they're into covering up everything. So you will see more of like the Roxy wetsuits that are like the long sleeves with the, like, the zip up, and then you'll have like the boy shorts type of like bottoms for girls, or a full-on wetsuit look, because I've seen girls at the beach with these like weird as wetsuits on that was like neon pink, and they're trying to take selfies, but like none of their skin was showing other than like their face or eyes or whatever, and I'm like, are they supposed to be here for like, hanging out at the beach, or are they about to go surf? All they did was stand there for like an hour taking selfies in they ugly little bodysuits. But yeah, they don't do too much skinship or skin showing when it comes to like wearing bikinis. You won't be able to find like really cute bikinis like you will like during summer season at Target in the States, or like Walmart, or wherever you go to shop for your bathing suits back home in America. So definitely bring like your cute stuff with you, because if you're a person who likes attention, you'll definitely stand out if you're wearing like a skimpy bikini on any of their beaches here, or anywhere for that matter. At amusement water parks, I know when I went to Caribbean Bay Water Park, I was in my bikini and everyone was like, she's in a bikini. And I'm just like looking around like, legit, everybody covered up, even the guys. Like the guys wear shirts. even if they have good bodies, like they have on a shirt. So it's not like, you know, you're a plus size person and you feel uncomfortable and you just put on a shirt to cover up. No, everyone was covered up. The little kids was covered up. It was mind blowing to me, but like whatever, it's the culture here. I still look good though in my bikini. So yeah, bring a couple bikinis with you. Alright guys, this has been my what to pack for Korea video. I hope it's been informative. I hope I covered everything, and if I missed something, I'll probably add it in the comment section below. Also, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Please comment if there's anything that you have questions about, if you want to know more about specific items or what there is already over here that I didn't cover that you have an inquiry about. I will be more than happy to answer it and try my best to get to all of your questions. And like I said, shout out to my girl Bree. She's one of my subscribers, and I've been talking to her because she's been very excited about coming over here to Korea to work. So congratulations, Bree. And for all my other future soon-to-be teachers here in Korea, best of luck to you. I hope you enjoy the experience and enjoy packing and getting everything ready, because it's going to be an awesome ride. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Annyeong!